Hello. I think what happened there was, well, I know what happened there. Instead of changing the screen, I stopped the stream, which is a fun little quirk of behaviour. Well, I'm sure I've started as I mean to go on, inconsistently, brokenly. But I'm back for a Thursday, the rare every other week Thursday stream, to continue my journey into Resident Evil 1. Looking forward to it. I'm into it now. Sometimes I find myself thinking about the game in the meantime, in the days that pass. Thinking, oh, I could go there. Haven't checked that out. What should I move into my box? That sort of thing. So I am looking forward to giving it another go. And yeah, that's that really. I've got the sort of depressing. You can join me in the depressing but atmospheric music. Here you are. Yeah. So I suppose in terms of news, there hasn't been an awful lot because streamed 2 days ago. I had a big clear out. I have been sort of as I lurch towards trying to get my life in order. Sort of areas of organisation have naturally followed. Not to a huge extent. I mean, you wouldn't believe that if you looked at this room as it is. There are multiple bin bags on the go. And lots of dust-covered shelves and just clothes on the floor. So you probably can't tell, but it is actually quite a lot better, weirdly, than it has been for a while. But yeah, I've sort of tend with these things, sort of when you start making the right choices in terms of health, or personally anyway, the other choices, the other sort of less chaotic choices also become easier to make. I don't know why. Maybe it's just like if I'm feeling bad about myself because I've eaten a lot of shit, and I've done no exercise, and my sort of self-worth is through the floor. It's very difficult to then say I'm going to tidy a room or I'm going to replace a light bulb. I just will sit and fester. I'm very grateful that I don't really feel like that at the moment. So I'm in a sort of organisational mood. Anyway, so I was looking through old dust-covered trinkets, and I found a collection of Pokemon cards last night. It looks to be most of my collection from when I was a child. And given that I'm in a state of relative financial strife, I thought I would have a look through and see what they're worth. Now, the first one that made me very happy was this guy. I'll show it on stream, but I think it'll sort of bounce off my monitor. Actually, no, I think we're just about alright. You can see the monitor very clearly, though. Maybe we can see me through it. Where is it? Oh, no, it's going to be over there. This, any other 90s kids might remember this. This was a promo card when you went to see Pokemon, the first movie. They were giving these out. And God knows why, but I had the presence of mind to put it in a binder straight away. And now, one of the many offshoots, one of the many benefits of buying a shit ton of Magic cards means I have like loads of sleeves and sort of these sort of hard plastic sheaths as well. So I've transferred some of the big guns to these guys, and I think I'm going to put them on eBay. Now, I did see one of these. It was an American print, go for $2,500, but every other website says it's worth about 50 quid, which isn't nothing. I swear I've heard about these going for a lot, and this is mint condish. So fingers crossed. I mean, and with these though, I mean, this is the hoarder's dilemma. Like this card, Hey, how you doing? That's a tenth of the driving point, yeah. Oh god, speaking of cars, my fucking headlamp went out today as well. So that's going to be another like £100. And something went wrong with the engine. Don't drive, guys. If you're poor like me, don't bother. Just walk everywhere. Oh, now I've got my sweat in my eye, and I think I'm lightly allergic to my sweat. The hoarder's dilemma is, I could get some money for this, but it does hold a memory. It holds one of my intrinsic childhood memories of loving Pokemon, and I was so hyped for that movie. I remember going to see it with my dad and a few friends. So this anchors me to that. Is that worth £50? Probably. I doubt my progeny, if there ever are any, are going to want this. But I don't know. I, to be honest with you, I was just glad that I thought I'd lost them, because you hear obviously Pokemon cards have got a big resurgence, and the kids still buy them, trade them, and the value of these old ones does go up. So I thought, oh shit, I've lost out on a lot of money there because I've sort of thrown away my cards somewhere. But they did suddenly emerge, and not only did they emerged in a lovely binder. It's actually, I've got it here. It's pretty cool. Look at this guy. Nice, classic. It's a high quality. I mean, it's partially broken, but it's a good binder. So that's fun. Anyway, so I put all of my. You'll have it for £50. Oh, all right. I'll loan it to you for £50 if you want, but I reserve the right to maintain the memory and bring it back if I need it. I want to buy all your memories and hold them like a sick exhibition. Fair enough. I've got a few other wares for you to peruse then, actually, Carl, because I put all of these onto a website that calculated their value, and I was very excited because once I put all of my cards onto this website, it gave me a rough sell value of about £800, which I thought was pretty good. But it turned out a lot of the cards, when I went through and selected them, they were printed in 1999, and there was a choice when you selected which version of the card you had to sort of say what version it was, what date it was, and there was an option that said 1999 to -2000, and I took that to mean any cards printed in 1999 or 2000, of which I have many because most of mine come from 1999. And when they had that moniker, they tripled, quadrupled, whatever the one after that is, in price, including some fucking crabbies who, like, the normal versions were like 20p, but then the ones of the printed in 1999 to 2000 were £50 each, and I had 5 of them. So I was like, great. But then I realised, no, it's a very specific date. So on the card, it shouldn't read 1999. It has to read 1999 to 2000. I don't know how that works in terms of printing, but they're very rare apparently. So actually, the vast majority of my cards are worthless. Got a Mewtwo here. Lovely stuff. Got a classic Pikachu. Promo art Pikachu. Again, these will be on my eBay or my Whatnot. Maybe I'll go on Whatnot. That's what people keep telling me to do. Got a hollow Kabutops there. Again, these, I feel such childhood connection to anything Pokemon that I don't think I could get money that would be worth it, really. This is cool. This is a dark Charizard. Shame it's not a hollow because they're worth a lot of money. Gyarados. That's worth, I don't know, £20 maybe? And this one's worth a fair amount. Do you remember, I don't know if you're into Pokemon card, but there were the sort of next gen of Pokemon cards is sort of a weird border. Some of them are relatively, they go for decent money now. But again, I think that's about £20. So I've probably got, a couple £100 worth of cards here that I've just shown you, but I don't know if it's worth it. Can you imagine showing a chick your rare Pokemon card collection? I can't, no. But the problem is, it's very difficult for me now to throw any sort of stone in regards to paying inordinate sums for bits of card. I've completely lost the ability to critique or satirise that, given my spending habits over the last few months, which is a shame. So that's that. Anything else happen? That's all that's happened. Yeah, that's all that's happened. Did I speak about my diagnosis last time? I can't remember. Maybe I'll save that. I'll save that and put it in the bank. Me and my sister have started a pokey card collection. Oh, right. Difficult to... So maybe you do actually want to buy them. Difficult to actually buy cards due to scalping bastards. My God, mate. Again, I feel the pain as a Magic card collector now. And I'm part of the problem because of the huge influx of... the huge influx of people that have come into Magic via things like Final Fantasy. Like, the demand has gone up so much that things just sell out instantly. It's disgusting, and you literally can't buy the cards you need to buy. You just want to pay for a product, you can't. You have to pay a scalper double the price or more. It's disgusting. I did not. I was going to say disability reveal ? But I thought, wow, for you. I never thought I'd see the words from Kyle. I thought it was in poor taste. That is not a barrier I've ever seen you negotiate before. Maybe you're evolving. Cool. So yeah, some things are sacred, Ben. Fair. Brackets, Mom. Yeah. I mean, I'm not going to talk about it, Carl. No offence, because I will happily talk about it, but you already knew, and you're the only one here. So there's no sort of conversational capital in discussing it with you again, because I've already discussed it with you. But, fair. How are we doing? Your stream for fucked earlier, by the way. What? You what? Do you mean it did it stop and then come back? Yeah, that unfortunately that was my fault. I went to shat itself. It didn't actually shat itself. I shat it. I shat myself. For some reason, I had a brain meltdown, and when I went to, after the music was finishing, I was going to hit the transition button to slide the opening plate along. And I just, for some reason, clicked the stop streaming button. So, fun. I had 4 viewers, and they thought it was too much effort to rejoin. That's a shame. What could have been? What could have been? One of those must have been Dave. He's always looking for an out. Okay. Oh, the light. Okay. Unfortunately, I can't make it a particularly late one tonight. Not that I really do these days. I'm teaching all day tomorrow, and I haven't looked through the planning yet. So I'm going to do that before I go to bed. I've started playing Breath of the Wild seriously. Nice. I've done that a couple of times. I've never beaten it. I sort of always run out of momentum. How are you finding it? Loving having to replace my weapon every 4 seconds. I eventually got used to that, I think, just about. I don't hate that system I don't like it, but I don't hate it as much as some. I believe you do eventually get a sword that has charges. It doesn't break. The Master Sword. Light spoilers. But I think it's a charming game. It just feels a bit... in some ways it feels like a real evolution. In some ways it feels like really gamey. Not that that's necessarily a bad thing, but like the temples that are just like the little puzzles. I don't know, it just doesn't feel authentic to the world, or like much effort was made to make them feel like, oh, it's just something appearing. It's just, oh, you're in a puzzle room now under the ground. Here you go. But I enjoyed the puzzles and I like the vibe. I want to go back to it, and apparently the second one's even better. I think if Katie and I were planning potentially on getting each other a Switch 2 for Christmas, if we do go ahead with that, I might give it another shot. Maybe showing its age, but a lot of the map is plain grass fields. Yeah, with shrines. Yeah, exactly. They just feel placed there, right? And then they've got the excuse of, oh, it's you sort of get teleported to a underground area where it's all, you know, fancy. But it does feel a bit like, as you say, just dumping things onto a big green map. But then it does some stuff, like when you get to I can't remember what they're called, but it sort of goes a bit Shadow of the Colossus-y, where you're sort of these huge beasts are sort of roaming the area that you can navigate, and that's all amazing and really cool. There's definitely a lot of good stuff in there. It looks great on Switch 2. I don't doubt it. Yeah, I mean, it felt, even the first one, really, it did feel like it was pushing the OG Switch a lot. Okay, so we're going to go and try that key again. To be honest with you, even though I did die last time and I was hoping I would sort of at least work out what the thing is, I didn't see it. You'd imagine there'd be some sort of alcove that we can duck into. Did I put the diamond away in the end? I think I did. Yeah, I think I did. Oh, Kyle, you'll be proud of me. Proud, very proud. I finally... After trying for what seems like millennia, I finally am now playing and actively enjoying Total War 3 Kingdoms, which is the closest I've come to playing one of your style games. So it gives me hope that one day I'll also enjoy Crusader Kings 3. Excuse my ravenous slurping. Very thirsty. Maybe it's the Beedus. Wow, even I can't be fucked with Total War these days. Well, to be fair, like even like I don't actually know how different they are, because like someone at work was going on about the Warhammer ones being really fun, and I was trying to explain why I find elements of it quite difficult to manage and think about, and they looked at me with absolute bewilderment. So I don't know if some of them are like different in terms of the sort of overarching mechanics. But I think even so, there is still less to the sort of back end of Total War than Crusader Kings, or it certainly felt that way. Am I going the right way? I don't think I am. Fucked this up. I wonder why you picked Three Kingdoms. Yeah, because I lived in China, mate. That's one of my sort of key defining features. I do like the book. I do. Kyle, have you even read the book? I've read half of the book. Because it is quite tedious after a while. There's some good stuff in there, but there's a lot of superfluous shit in Romance of the Three Kingdoms. Prefer Sun Wukong's ventures. But I do enjoy the sort of the central characters. And I really like that game. Well, I like it. I'm very bad at it. I mean, the battles, it may as well be just making things move almost at random and hoping for the best. Done it. China/Japan expansion out for Crusader Kings 3 on the 28th. Yeah, I am. If I wasn't so poor, I would be. I am interested in that eventually. I mean, yeah. I don't know. I don't know what it is. I need to give Crusader Kings 3 another go, but I don't own it anymore because I was playing it via Game Pass. I don't quite know what specifically it is that I find hard about it. I think it's just like it's like the free form. It's like, which is probably one of the selling points, right? That you can sort of go anywhere with it in terms of game plan. I sort of like, as you know, I like to find the route through the game that is the route through the game. Which is why I'm a pathetic scrub. Just sell one of your beloved, irreplaceable childhood Pokemon cards. I really thought this was the right way. I really did. Oh. No. Should try it one more time. I have, speaking of poor financial states, I've joined an app called Tutorful. Oh, this is the right way. Just need to go through one more door. Because I don't know why I haven't been doing it really, but I'm going to do some tutoring on the side. And I think that'll be good. Because to be honest, like with my current job, even though I'm teaching tomorrow and it's going to be, I've got a lot to do this evening. I don't actually do that much teaching, and I sort of that was actually really the only bits of the job that I enjoyed. So may as well do a bit of it via something like Tutorful and make a bit of wonga. Yes. Can't see anything. I can't. Guys. I don't. Oh. Are we meant to put a key back, maybe? Are we meant to replace with one of the keys we have? What subject age are you going to teach? I'm going to be doing, obviously I'm primary mainly. I imagine if I do get any sign-ups, because I've been a year 6 teacher for a few years, and a lot of parents are more sort of keen to get as good a SAT result as possible at year 6. So I imagine I'll have a few year 6s. But I have said as well, even though I don't have the training, I said I'm happy to help with history and English GCSEs and A levels, to be honest with you, because I even though I'm not technically a trained history and English teacher, I back myself to be able to support in that regard. Yeah, so those are the main things. So, you know, primary age subjects, English and history, a bit older. Yeah, so we will see. We'll see if anyone actually signs up for it. I mean, a few people at school have already said they want me to support their kids, so we'll see. We will see. I don't know if that's particularly wise, though, mixing the streams, as it were, crossing the streams. But if I could get, I was thinking, depending what, it will all hinge for me on like how capable, like how well the online interface works and stuff. Like if I can get it and like use my graphics pad to write and stuff, that'd be amazing. If I'm sort of awkwardly shuffling through slide decks, it will be less amazing, but we'll see. Maybe it's just with the medical PhDs due to all of your conditions. That is true. That's a good idea. It's sort of a subject to be studied. Can you guess what ailments I have from my sort of meek complaining? Oh my god, there's a very strange insect walking across my monitor. Peculiar. Sort of like a mini daddy long legs. Fun story, isn't it? Okay. Anything I'm missing here? Feels like these quite purposefully come in to stop us from hiding there. Death is everything. Oh. Oh. Hang on. Please don't say we could have just turned here. Is that what happened there? No, he comes forward, doesn't he? He comes forward. Ah, great. That's interesting. So you can stop it, but not with the key that I would ideally want to. So is there a way of copying that key? Finding another key similar? I'm gonna have one more go. Although probably should have done a DSP and looked it up. I have that. I mean, I have a few things in the box, but nothing to stop this platform from sinking down. Can't see any real clues about how we deal with this. I'm going to die one more time. Oh, and maybe there's some clues in there. Nope. An armor-shaped emblem is carved within. I mean, we do have an armor, a shield emblem somewhere, but I presume that's not. It's not what we're thinking about. Okay. Oh. No, I was wondering if we could get back to its place before it. Not sure. I'm going to have a look around. I watched a DSP video yesterday, and within 30 seconds, he'd flashed his guns. I mean, it's crazy to me. It is crazy. Like, I mean, you say flashed his guns. Did you see any guns? Was there anything there? God. It sort of now annoys me that he annoys me, because it feels like it's sort of desperate for attention, and I'm giving it to him. Oh, Christmas! Hello, mate. How do we turn around? Fuck off! Yes, please. Although, actually, we took a bit of health there. Oh, hey, Scott, how you doing, mate? And then he did go on a 30-minute rant on how he goes... Oh, he does go to the gym now, does he? Because he was refusing to do that for a while, and everyone mocked him for it. Scotty, have you seen the Dented Zone yet? I thought it was very funny. Looked from the other side as well. As I've said a million times, what gets me is the endless self-regard. Like how pleased with himself he is, given what his life is. I just can't believe how pleased with himself he is. And what's funny as well, and this might be, you know, throwing stones in the old proverbial glass house. But it's how he stretches nothing into endless sentences. Like when he does DSP tries it. And he like, what is it? He ate a bit of meat. But he's like, to look at, and he's like, I can see some charring, I can smell some charring, but I don't think this is going to be legitimate charring because of my experience in this way. And he extends it to a sort of gossamer thin level of meaning. It almost defies meaning. And he regards that as a reward, him eating fast food. Mate. Would you not donate $10 to choose who plays in a racing game? And that he'll never admit that he's never the problem. Because he sometimes gets support in other streams, he therefore thinks that makes him invincible to... from the claim that he could ever just be fucking boring. It's always the game. Didn't get the support. I fucking loathe the man. And it actually saddens me that I loathe the man, but I really do. I really, really do. If he was just a sad, pathetic loser, and he knew he was a sad, pathetic loser, I'd be fine with it. But he thinks he's amazing. It's the self-worth that I hate. He just had no self-worth. That reminds me of a Gervais thing. I wonder if Kyle will remember. Can Kyle put together... And that is a really obscure link there between... I think it was Stephen Merchant, the line. Kyle can put that together. I'll be impressed. He might not be here anymore. To be honest with you, I can't even remember the exact wording in Ricky Gervais, etc. Right, what is this guy? I don't think this is anything. It's not the homeless. I don't think. I can't. To be honest with you, I can't remember the context. It's what Merchant is talking about something. Oh, maybe it is the homeless, or But it ends up with Merchant saying, "If I could only like dehumanize them, if they weren't so humanized because they were people, if I could only dehumanize them." Then it would be fine. It reminded me of when I just said, if it's just the self-worth, we get rid of the self-worth, it'd be fine. It was simply a vibe connection there, barely content. And I think you might have even made the connection, because I can't even remember the conversation. I really don't know what to do now. I really don't. I don't think that little shelf is going to help, unless... Can I combine the emblem with the little shelf? But to what end? To what end? Yeah, that's all I remember as well, him saying the words. Do these things fit together? No. If I could just dehumanize them, Rick. Or, no, it's actually... They just weren't humanized, Rick, I think is actually what he says. I thought I had more herby herbs than that. That's a shame. But I did at least smash that guy's face in. I can't see on the map anything we can currently do. There's that area, but I can't get into that area at the moment, I don't think. Have you played the OG or just the first time playing Resi 1? This is... Oh, sorry, do you mean the... No, I haven't played the PS1 version. I tried this when it came out on GameCube and got too scared back in the day. And now, on this, the month of All Hallows, I'm going to try and defeat that particular demon. But, as you can tell, I've got no idea what I'm doing, and no idea where I'm going. That is the only lead that, the key that activates the trap. Can't put a key back in it. Was there anything else I could put back? I still remember speed running the DS port. That's it. You've done it, Kyle. Search the transcripts on Scrimton. They're talking about toilet attendants. That's the one. If only they went humanised, Rick. Is that what he says? What's his exact wording? Oh, good stuff. Well, Scotty, if you've speed ran the DS port, can you help me out here? I don't know if you were in the stream earlier. I keep going to a room, picking up a key, and then some knight statues demolish me. I had the fancy idea of putting another key in its place, but it doesn't work. I sense that I am going to have to put something on the pedestal to stop it. Can you search your memory banks? Does anything ring a bell? I'm really not, as always, Scotty, I'm really not worried about backseat gaming. I just want to beat the game. And in my life, if I was just playing this on my own, I would have already looked up a guide. You do remember having to replace the key? You know, it's like he's humanised, you know. But if he was only dehumanised, Rick. Yeah. Oh, great line. Great line, great line. All I've got is that emblem. Surely I can't replace that emblem. But this key won't go there. I mean, maybe I missed it. Maybe I missed the trigger. I'll try it again. Maybe I wasn't standing in the right place. Birds freak me out every time. Oh, ammo. There are two emblems, a fake one and a real one. You've got to switch them somewhere. It's been years. Have you killed the plant yet? God, no. No, I haven't. Don't even know what you mean. Is this guy burned? I'm worried about his return. Hey, Geordie. How you doing, mate? Don't worry. Do not worry. As I've said, I'm not going to be staying mega late. Speaking of mega late, I've got a lot of work to do for tomorrow, unfortunately. But I will probably be around for about another hour or so. Also, you may need to look up a note you got with the whistle last stream. Fuck. Oh, this is it, right? Today, Sir Spencer told me to hide something where no one could find it. Well, I had this idea. I figured if someone could somehow have it protected by a dangerous animal, like the vicious canine that lives here, no one would be able to get near it. As far as I can tell, the might is always hanging around the second floor balcony on the west side of the terrace. And he ought to come running at the sound of a dog whistle. Uh-oh, this is where you come in. The thing is, I reckon you're the only person that can get near that damn dog without risking a serious mauling. Which means only you can put this collar on him. The object that Sir Spencer wants hidden is concealed inside. You're the only person I can trust with this. Of course, you'll have to get something out of it as well. Remember the certain item that you've always wanted to get hold of. Well, in exchange for your services, just might be able to get it for you. This could work out well for us both. Dog whistle, political. Right, okay. So we can use the dog whistle to summon the dog and fight it, presumably, and something will happen. Does that mean I have to do that before I can do any of this? Is that why this is so not working out for me? I'm going to try one more time to put another key there. No. Doesn't work. Doesn't work. Okay. Well, let's go and try that then. Let's go and get the dog whistle. Sound back. Nice. Can't remember what El Papo has. I know it's a key item though. Interesting. Interesting. Have I been? I have been. Well, thank you, mate. I've been organising, tidying the house. Found some Pokemon cards. Thought one of them was worth £2,500. Turns out it's worth about 50 quid. You know. So I'm probably not going to sell it. Also, now there are a few more people here, Carl. I'm willing to talk about it, but I'm afraid it's the GOT is too high for just with you because you already know it. I am now and have been officially diagnosed with ADHD. So that happened on Monday. So actually, I don't know why I didn't speak about it on Tuesday. But that's probably the biggest thing that's happened to me recently. Which has been got 80 of what are you talking about? What have I got 80 of? I've forgotten what I've been saying. So that was, I don't know what he's talking about. ADHD, ATHD, ATHD. Lovely. Good humour, good humour. Yeah, so that was like an hour. It's actually a very cathartic experience because it was like an hour of saying, this is what I found difficult over my life. What's going on? To which the response was, yeah, this is exactly what we'd expect out of a sort of ADHD brain. And so it just, because I've suspected that for years and years and years and years, but it was nice to have a professional and a report back it up. Felt like I was going a bit insane. So actually, it feels positive. I feel not vindicated. It's the wrong word, but yeah, it just was cathartic, and I'm glad that it's at least sorted. Hey Chelsea, how you doing? Thank you for joining. How are you all doing? How are you doing, Jordy? How are you doing, Chelsea? Chelsea's got 80 of them too. Yeah, that's funny. So, you really committed to winning the Pulp Fiction argument. Imagine if that's what this is. Probably that's the kernel of all of this, Kyle. Winning that, defeating you in that argument. I'm sure Kyle's mentioned this story before. But one of the sort of nadirs of my relationship with Carl and Dave was when we watched Pulp Fiction, and I sat there playing Final Fantasy VIII on the PSP. I don't think they've ever really forgiven me for that. But I actually cited that. That was one of the things I cited to the clinician in terms of, she said, how easy do you find it to sit through films and follow them? I said, well, quite hard. And particularly, and I said, I knew these bellends at university, and they really sort of tore me a new a-hole because because I struggled to follow Pulp Fiction because I was playing video games, and I thought she was going to be like, oh yeah, no, that's understandable. That's a symptom of ADHD. I mean, she did. It does actually say that in the report, but actually, what she did say was, oh yeah, that is a really good film, and her tone was, you should have actually just been watching that film, regardless of this conversation, mate. So, in a way, I have still lost, Kyle. I haven't, even with an ADHD diagnosis, I didn't convince the woman. Good, nearly the weekend. Hell yeah, nice. It is. I mean, nice for me as well. Annoyingly, it's going to be the most brutal of all the days tomorrow for me. So it's I'm going to earn the weekend. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Scotty says they want me to fill in a form about shit like, when did you learn to walk and what were you like as a child for autism and ADHD diagnosis? I can barely remember what I ate yesterday. Well, I mean, that in and of itself is a thing though, right? And it's worth mentioning. I mean, the when did you learn to walk? I don't know how anyone's meant to answer that, really, unless parents can remember. It's like if you have 40k, how the fuck are you supposed to remember that exactly? Clearly, I got to juice up my memory banks. Be walking since day 2. Yeah, even the ADHD doctor is on your side, for sure. No, day 2. He gave his parents a second just to be like, I'm going to chill as a normal baby for now, and then I'm going to become an incredible baby that can just walk around. That's the Scotty story. Slid out the front trunk and was walking in seconds. You get day 1 of peace and then I'm popping off. I'm out. I'm getting a job on day 3. Right, what am I doing? Oh yeah. Oh, hang on. There it is. Well, look. And obviously we're going to get a key item here. I'll store one of the old herby herbs. Yeah. Anyway, so I'm pleased. I'm pleased. My employer is very proactive about sort of supporting teachers with any level of neurodivergence. So I've suggested a few things we could sort of purchase in for because there are a couple of members of staff who are also diagnosed with ADHD. So yeah, sort of all weirdly positive, I would say. So what was it? Second floor balcony? I need to go and get another beverage, guys. I've been caning it at the gym too hard. Was the assessment process okay? I'm still on the waiting list. It stresses me out when I think about going there and getting arseloads of crap. Well, again, I think that's a valid concern. Very valid. In terms of being on the waiting list, have you deployed your right to choose, Chelsea? Because I thought I was on the NHS World waiting list for 4 years. It turns out they'd taken me off when I'd moved doctor or house or something, which had annoyed me. But apparently now, I think I've spoken about it on the channel before, if you go in and say, I want to go through a private practitioner for this, they will pay for it. The NHS will pay for it. You just have to cite the company that you want to do it. So I went through a company called Care ADHD just because I'd heard that they were quick. And so I filled out a form at my GP and said this is who I want to go through. And then I heard from them within a few weeks. I filled out the forms, sent them through, which was, to be fair, a lot of their information. And then a few weeks later, I got a call from them in terms of setting up the It was on Teams as well, which I think was easier. I find that easier than going to speak in person. So actually, it was like maximum a few months beginning to end. So if you're like on year 2 of 3, I would definitely consider that. If you've been waiting for 4 years or whatever and you think it's any day, then it might not be worth it. I don't know. In terms of it being stressful, I didn't find it stressful only because I wrote everything down that I could remember in terms of why I felt sort of points in my life that I've found challenging, and they're things that have dogged me for years and years and years. So that they weren't really things that I had to retch up from my memory. They're big points where I've been like, why was I not functioning quite how I should have been by normal quote mark standards? So like I say, actually the experience was, the questions were very very specifically based obviously around how, like, it wasn't very freeform in that it wasn't asking me a lot of things like just unpack everything for me right now. It was specifically how did you respond when you were in lessons in primary school? And if I couldn't remember, I just said I couldn't remember. But I remembered enough about primary school and high school, I just never paid attention to anything. I just sat there doodling, talking, pissing teachers off for my entire educational career, in quote marks. So the questions were specific enough where I either couldn't remember or I had a very clear answer. I wasn't having to do a lot of work in terms of organising thought and drawing conclusions. And like I say, the overarching feeling was one of, oh, I'm so glad you asked, because I have all of this stuff that's been percolating in my mind for so many years. And yes, there's this. Like, for example, did you get your homework done? No. And immediately I'm like, no, I never got my homework done. Or if I did it on the evening or morning, just before it was handed in. I always forgot what it was. I never wrote it down. I had to ring my friend every day to find out what the homework was, which I think I mentioned on this channel before. Morning before, like I say, often. I never had anything I needed at school. The only thing I had were my books. Thanks, Geordie. Cheers, mate. The only thing I had were my books, and that was because they never came out of my bag. I just had them all in my bag so that if I never took them out, I could never lose them. It was a dumpster fire. It really was, school. So yeah, so you can see I'm quite excised about it now, but that it was that sort of thing where every question felt designed to specifically trigger a number of incidents. One wrinkle I would say is I read the full report actually today over lunch, because the full report got sent to me. Lovely woman. I don't know if this is a snobby thing to say, but because obviously I'm not going through the NHS, I'm going through this private company. The report itself was littered with sort of weird phraseology, and it didn't. I don't know if it was professional, but it was strangely written, if I'm honest, and there are loads of mistakes in it, and not even like in a pedantic Ben, why are you checking our grammar sort of way. In a, everyone would notice that there are errors here, and I know this sounds incredibly patronising. I don't mean it to be, but it just slightly caused me to pause and be like, I've essentially selected a random company here. I don't necessarily know the rigor. All I know is that that they're going to process this relatively quickly. And now I'm reading this report, and actually, is this of the sort of quality and consistency that I would ideally hope for? And I'm sort of like, I don't know. Again, I really don't mean that to denigrate in any way, but I've received these sorts of reports before through the NHS and whatever, and they're usually read through with a fine-tooth comb and incredibly official and officious and clear. And while it did have everything we spoke about, what it felt like was that it was just the notes that we'd chatted about. So like the stuff that she'd been typing in the conversation, it was almost like she hadn't gone around and given it a second pass and actually sort of formed it into sort of the not legalese, but the actual level of writing you might expect from a report like that. So, but regardless, I mean, they're accredited and the NHS recognise it as a valid diagnosis. And she was a lovely woman, and she clearly knew a lot about it. I mean, she could have it. Wouldn't be surprised if she has ADHD herself, and that's why she's working for the company. So I'm not going to shift on it too hard, but it did cause me to pause slightly. But I'm not that bothered. I'm not going to jump in. So I feel like I'm over speaking here, Chelsea, after a very simple question. Sorry to just endlessly talk at you. But I'm not going to explore medication initially. There are a number of things that they've recommended I have a look at and some resources they're going to point me towards. And I'm going to speak to a doctor about medication and see what they think. But yeah, we'll see. But like I say, the conclusion is I'm glad I did it, regardless of what I thought of that report, or even if they'd said you don't have it or whatever. I actually felt a real weight lift from my shoulders just to be able to speak to a professional and say, this is how I felt my entire life. Is this anything? Because I mean, it's tough because Ben has ADHD 3 or 3 skippity sigma high. This is my diagnosis. Oh God, I've got 6-7 HD. Oh God, kids are trying to tell me about that today when I was teaching a year 4 class. They were like, Mr. Fox, you know what 67 HD? No, just 6-7 is. I was like, I think Scotty told me about it a bit. Can't remember. So yeah, just that was fun. Nice to know one way or another. Indeed, it is nice to know. It's nice to know. And to be honest with you, it's been not to go to psychotherapy on myself publicly. It's been quite difficult to sort of not convince, but like my parents as well. Every time I've said to them over my life, and they are excellent parents, and I don't judge them for this, but every time I've said, I think I find this really difficult, they've sort of just cited, oh, well, you've done really well at school, oh, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Like the outcome, they're like, oh, it's fine, therefore everything's fine, which I think is a very natural, understandable response. But it was nice to speak to someone who could sort of see past the fact that, oh, he ended up doing well at school or whatever, and not that they don't, but you know what I mean, and be like, oh, no, this is legit. This is something that, a lot of people with ADHD find difficult. And it was just, even though it was a negative thing, and my parents were always trying to be positive, bless them, it was nice to hear. My God, I am a link between ages, indeed. And with that profound thought, I'm going to go and get another drink. Jill must have legs of steel standing there the entire time. The game could do something very funny right now, could it? Where's a hunter when you need one? Crimson Heads. Oh, that's what they're called. I'm worried about Crimson Heads, guys. God, I'm out of breath. Good job going to the gym, guys. Can't even go up a fucking flight of stairs without becoming out of breath. Right. So, balcony, second floor, dog whistle. To be fair, your house is unnecessarily tall. I mean, it is, but I've only gone up to the middle floor. But yeah, Kyle, I appreciate you trying to give me a sort of mitigating circumstance there. You've got to presume this isn't it. This is not a balcony. In any way. That's... So I was thinking, that's the nicest thing Kyle has ever said. Maybe he feels sorry for me now that I'm diagnosed neurodivergent. Oh, good stuff. Makes it sound like he's been to the house. Has he not? Have you not? I thought Kyle had been, but now you mention it, maybe he hasn't. No. Ben only wants to see me when he can borrow a games console. That's unbelievable slander. But you know, history does bear that out, to be fair to you. Oh, there's no further use for this key. Discard. Oh, I didn't actually mean to discard it. That's good. That feels like progress. Well, I'm not happy here. Oh, I'm not happy here at all. Come on then, mate. And I'll end you. Oh. Is it multiple? I'm getting that Dolby wise in the right ear. I don't know if there's another one coming. Yeah. No. Can't remember how to reload. Can never remember. Okay, done it. I mean, this guy... There is another bastard around there. Time to die. Yeah, boy! Suck on that. Do want to burn it. I won't lie to you. I do want to burn it, but I have been a bit sort of liberal with the burning. Emblem of a helmet. Well, we know where that key is. We just... What do I unlock it with? Where's that going? Oh. Oh, I know where we are. Yay! Shortcut unlocked. Nice. Uh. Is this the dog corridor? Be still, my beating heart. A save room. Is there no ink ribbon for me to use? Please say the boxes communicate with each other. Good. Good. I mean, have we achieved enough for a save? We haven't actually done that much. But I am still going to save it. Treat yourself, Ben. We did explode the head of a zombie, which I'm going to take as reason enough. Nice. I really was expecting to find some ribbon in here as well, but no dice. I mean, I don't like this guy. Who killed him? God. Dog. No. Oh. Oh. Now that makes me happy. Yes, please. This makes me very happy. Guys, I'm in a good mood now. I'm going to go and burn the shit out of some zombies. Every time. One nil zombie. And this guy as well, because we caved in the skull of the other one. Unlucky, mate. That's what you get. Okay. I can't remember what actually triggers Crimson Heads. Is it a real-time occurrence? Like if you just play the game long enough, they come back as Crimson Heads? Or is it a point in the game? That would be a spoiler. 8 ribbons. God, that makes me happy. It's the little things. Sorry. Okay. Alright, well, bless. I was going to cover a teacher tomorrow. Well, I still am. She's not very well. We had planned for me to, she wanted to see the computing unit. Some teachers, they don't like, it's really difficult to fit in all the subjects at primary school because they're not officially laid out across the timetable. It's up to the teacher to teach maths and English every day, but then they have to fit computing, art, music, French, all of the other lessons. They have to fit them in, but it's up to them when they put them in. A lot of teachers, they opt to just do a whole day of one of the subjects and cane it through all the lessons. And one of the teachers wanted some support with the computing unit, and so I was going to go and teach with her tomorrow all day. But now she's not very well, so I presumed I was going to be doing that computing unit, but she's just emailed to say she's going to send through a few other things, which actually might mean I have less preparation to do, which is good. Yes, another shotgun. Oh, it's a bro. Did actually? Okay. Every time I think of the GameCube Resi games, I always remind myself of how much Resi Zero pissed me off so much that I dropped it. I mean, I've heard and seen really bad things about that game. I'll never play it, I'm afraid. I will simply never play it. Of course. Is that ladder climbable? Say we're doing music, play Sleep Token. Yeah. I mean, I have dropped in some of my favourite bands into music lessons before, but not Sleep Token. I have sent a bit of Wolfpack their way, though. I mean, I don't feel like holding on to this broken shotgun. I suppose... I mean, there's the... Was I meant to get the broken shotgun before the original shotgun so I could put it in its place? Am I doing this order weirdly? Because I've got the real shotgun in here. Or is that just there anyway for other people's campaigns? Because Barry saved us, didn't he? Oh, fuck's sake. Alright, jeez. So, all... Okay. And actually... Yeah, for Chris's campaign, yeah. We might have to have put that in. Stop the thing. Problem is, right now... I actually don't know what we've achieved, really. Not a huge amount. Thought we were onto something here, but... Ah, there you go. Ah, now. This does indeed look balcony-y. Nah. So, I presume... I mean, maybe I should have got the shotgun. We're going to blow this whistle. A dog's going to come, put it down. Oh. hate these outside areas so much. It just reminds me of Lisa Trevor. Nice. I like this. It's really satisfying unlocking the all the shortcuts. It's giving me the same satisfaction as playing a Dark Souls game. Lisa in the Return to Raccoon City movie. Does she appear? Or is that a real movie? Okay, come on then. Not multiple dogs! Shit, knife! It's not dead! It's gone wrong, it's all gone wrong! Fuck me. I'm dead. Should have brought the shotgun, guys. Should have brought the shotgun. Good job I saved it. I hate the dogs. I hate them so much. I hate fighting them. I hate the animation sort of lock. I hate them. Fear can't kill you, but... It was a movie. Wish I could erase that movie from my memory. Yeah, I've never... What was the game called that was set in Raccoon City? Okay, I'm going to come back for... I'm going to come back to do the ink ribbon stuff. I'm going to nail these dogs first. Burn you guys later. Resi 2, 3, Operation Raccoon City is the one I was thinking of. 9 is set there. Yeah. I have played through Operation Raccoon City. Seem to remember it made me feel nothing. Again, didn't hate it. I mean, yeah, I didn't hate it. Okay, I might use one of these herby herbs. Great. Right. Try again. Oh. Okay. What have we got? Cola. Oh, Ben, oh Ben, oh Ben, oh Ben. What have you done now? I mean, I presume they're going to stay dead. I back them to stay dead. Oh yeah, great, alright. Could have told me that after I nailed the mothers. Pre-orders Resi 9 this month. How many of you in chat are going to pre-order that bad boy? Don't know if I've... The only games I've ever pre-ordered are... Don't you dare... Oh, thank God. The Spider-Man games. And even then, I don't know why I did it. It was digital. Couldn't run out. I don't even think the pre-order bonuses were good. There's a switch. Will you press it? Oh, go on then. Aha! It is a diamond. We know where this goes, don't we, friends? This goes where the key rests. It's all coming up Millhouse now. Okay. Did I burn this mother? I think I did. Oh, I will be, just hoping it won't be at the current prices. What's it sitting at now? Like 80 quid. Do you reckon since I own pretty much all Resi games, they'll give me 100% discount for Resi 9? It would be nice, wouldn't it, if there was a sort of loyalty scheme in gaming? That would be very, just good vibes. What's the word I'm looking for? Wholesome. That would be a very wholesome thing to happen. Cool, let's drop off the shotgun. Keep this stuff. Be around 60. I would imagine it would have been more than that. Well, I had intense deja vu then. I suppose it's because I've already done it. So that wasn't deja vu, it was just weak memory. Although, if they do the pre-order this deluxe ultimate pass upgrade game of the year premium edition to play 3 days early, I won't be pre-ordering. I thought the end of that sentence was going to be I will be. Whoever gave me that reminder about the dog whistle note, by the way, was it Scotty or Geordie? All right, buddy. That was great clue giving, because that was precisely what I needed. And if I would have been running around the mansion for hours trying to work out before I checked any of the notes. Okay. Nah, fuck that lazy scummy tactic. Didn't pre-order Sonic Cross Shadow Generations for the same reason. Fair enough. Yeah. I think that's very fair. I can't, again, had Spider-Man been in that scenario, I can't believe I wouldn't have done it. That's as desperate as I was to play it. Speaking of that, weirdly, the more distance I get from Insomniac Spider-Man 2, the more disappointed in it I become. I think that game, it's good, but and it plays brilliantly, but I think its story is orders of magnitude worse than the Spider-Man, Insomniac's first game. Orders of magnitude worse. And that annoyed me. What? Can't see you, but I presume you're there. Can hear from your laboured breathing.
I'm sick.
Yeah. You've made it quite late. You've made it to past 9.
Because I was so tired I couldn't get off the couch.
Oh, that counts.
Yeah, but it's not being asleep. I'm so... My brain is stopped working.
Go and rest the rest of the just.
I have to learn the Factories Act of 1847.
I think you already have. Katie is, by the way, to keep everybody in the loop, Katie's doing her immigration citizenship test tomorrow, which is absolutely fucking bananas. Some of the stuff it asks, I just don't know any sort of native Brit who would know it. It's crazy. Like the granular level of date memory and legalese and various dates when laws became a thing. It's crazy. Crazy.
It's so bad.
So Katie's been studying that for months, and she's got the test tomorrow. Oh Christ! No! No, no, nope, 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 nope. Didn't like that, mate. So there was the first Crimson Head. Should have burnt that bastard. Everyone's saying good luck, you got this, and good luck.
Thank you.
We back you.
We'll be getting a Domino's tomorrow.
Regardless
of the outcome.
Yeah, I might try and fast through to a greasy kebab.
And a new season of RuPaul's Drag Race UK.
On the BBC.
Doesn't that sound fun, Maddie? She napped all evening, is now wide awake.
Where is she?
She's there.
In the shadows, lurking in the shadows, like a Crimson Head. She's gone. Being British is over.
It's not, annoyingly, it's not even citizenship. It's
no.
not a citizenship test. but it's just indefinite leave to remain.
Yeah.
Will be abolished if the reform overlords take us.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, reform stuff around immigration is disgusting. To bring into question people who've just built families and lived in this country for generations nearly, to be like, oh, indefinite leave to remain isn't a thing anymore, just makes me angry. It's fucking mental.
Anyway, sweet dreams to me now.
See you in a bit.
On that.
Digital ID bollocks as well. Yeah, data leaks. All true. I think you should do the test on stream. That's a good idea, actually. I will fail. What? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, did we? Oh, yes. Did you bring it? Did you bring it to me as an example, Kyle? It's a humorous quiz. That does ring a distant bell. What the hell am I meant to do then? Combine it with a twig? You brought everything, yeah. Everything that was worthwhile to this channel, Kyle brought it. I really thought this indentation would be fine. What? I really thought that was it. I really thought that was it. Oh, hang on. Oh. Alright. That's lucky. It's convenient. Uh-huh. I brought everything. Return to the Thursday show. That sounds great. Everyone misses you, Kyle. Everyone misses you deeply. I'm mixed. Not really. That would require Ben to put in a crumb of effort. Come on, mate. Come on, mate. The door's always open. I mean, I am only doing Thursday every other week as well, so I mean, that might make it less intense. I feel Ash will be back in full force thirsting over Kyle again if that happens. Well, won't we all? But that's just... Oh, Christ, there's a Crimson Head around here, isn't there? What the hell am I going to do? I've not got my shotgun. Oh! I didn't realise you could use right stick to quick turn. Huh. Oh, God. Not happy. They're really scary, guys. I hate that sound. I hate that sound. I hate that they run. I am scared. There's no way to route them. I'm screwed. I am screwed. Hey, Bocky, Ben, the best resi man. We'll see. We're about to try and run past the Crimson Head. We'll see. I don't think I'm going to succeed. I hate you, Crimson Heady. I hate you, I hate you, I hate you, I hate you. Fuck! Look how red he is. Look how fast he is. He's stuck on something. Oh, he's coming. Oh, it's a dead end. Oh, it's locked from the other side. Oh, I'm stuck. Oh, fuck me, fuck me. That was so bad. Where have I even gone? I panicked. Oh, there's a zombie there as well. Might leave you alive, mate. I should have just left them all alive. God sake. So, Geordie, now that they've started appearing, can you tell me how they've started appearing? Was it a threshold we met in gameplay, or was it just that the clock has ticked over a certain amount? Okay. How you doing, Bucky? How's your day going? Okay, so presumably we're going to have places that we can now go to. I can't see any. Go well, mate. Been one hell of a week. Tuesday felt like Friday. I mean, same. Although I'm sure to a much lesser extent. I get the impression that you're like jet setting, having high level meetings, firing a third of the workforce. You know, you're in London one day, you're in Paris the next. Could have chosen someone further. So I imagine the stress is different. But yeah, it's been a tough one. Well, no, it hasn't actually. Shut up, Ben. It's been a busy one. Bok is Johnson. That's what I imagine. I do imagine Bok a bit like Johnson. Johnson! Did I burn this guy? I can't remember. Is he a horrible Crimson Head? No, this is just a... People tend to think I'm a spy with all the travelling I do, at least would be more interesting than what I actually do. Fair enough. Still, the travelling in and of itself is interesting. Pretty sure I burnt this mother? I mean, it did say that there was a... Or maybe it isn't. It looks like that I can get through there. It looks like there's a door behind... Oh! Maybe there is. Can I... Can I tear away at that with my knife? Who knows? Oh my god. Oh, excuse me. Hey Ash, how you doing? Hey Ash, what you playing? That's a show, isn't it? Ash, we were just talking about Kyle potentially returning to everyone's screens. People posited that that'd be something you would enjoy. Kyle went then sort of coyly quiet. Oh, bless you, Ash. You didn't need to subscribe. That's very kind of you. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Maybe that was your enthusiasm for the... Oh, Christmas crackers! What the fuck was that? What even just happened? I panicked and pushed a button. Did a zombie just run... A weird, fast zombie run into my vision there? I'd love to see T move in Diesel. I would say that that's still a compliment, Kyle. What was that? What happened to the map? Did Jill leave or did I leave? I don't know if I was meant to leave. I don't want to go back in there. I really don't. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go and save the game. And I'm going to look at the footage. And then we'll try that room again next time. Unless I've balked it somehow. I really didn't expect to be back outside. Did Jill just run away? That was really scary. I'm trying to remember how to get to the fucking save room. I can't remember. I can't remember anything. My brain. I thought it was through here. Oh, I think it is. Oh, my heart is racing. Kyle's favourite thing is me being 30 over his shiny head, right? Maybe. Thirsty. Yeah, he enjoys it. He enjoys it. I probably could have put that together. Oh. Slobbering over it like a hungry dog. What the... Where'd all this stuff come from? Why have I been blessed with this? It doesn't feel right. Oh, there was a note outside the door, actually, wasn't there? I left you some bullets in the room with the right feel free to use them if you manage to get yourself in trouble. Oh, it's Barry! Oh, what a fucking stone cold legend that guy is. Oh, okay. And some first aid sprays. He is a saint of a man. Those look like grenades. Pick it up, Jill. Cool. Definitely overdid it a bit on the old ink ribbons this evening, but I don't even care. That's how cool I am. Okay, guys, I'm going to leave it there for this evening because I've got some work to do before bed, annoyingly. But I've enjoyed this evening an awful lot, as always. It's been lovely to speak to you, Kyle. People have made some compelling offers in the chat. You can mull that over for a fortnight's time. Thank you so much for the sub again, Ash. Same, just don't sleep, Ben. Good shout, good shout. Fun stream, dude. Thank you, mate. Thank you, all of you. And yeah, I'll be back on Tuesday, I would imagine, with some more Resident Evil. Sleep well, and all the best to you and yours. And I'll see you on the other side. Bye.